Hello, friends. How is it going? I'm streaming a lot now. But that's because I think I told most of you that I am going away. I'm going out of town. I'm going to a conference in Malta. If you... 17. We're playing a video game. Let me change screens already.
Sassy Chap Games.
Because the game makes a lot of noise early on. Okay, so I am a real
Date
professor.
Everything.
That sounds menacing now. I am a real professor, which means I have to do academic conferences in the summertime, which is super fun, except that means I'm going to be away from this game for a week. And I have a completely healthy and normal relationship to this game, so don't even worry about it. I need to... Hi, Mix This Up. Oh, you can finally make a stream because I'm streaming early enough. It's good to see you outside of Sundays. I haven't been taking this game seriously enough. I haven't been playing like a pro gamer. Which is a ridiculous thing to say. I'm mostly joking. Mostly. Okay, so what I mean by that, yeah, you don't exist outside of Sundays. That's totally fine. Is that, hold please. Bump up the game audio just a little bit. You can date a glitch in the game? Stop it. Stop it. Okay. I think this is better, maybe. Okay. Seems like the audio's acceptable. Maybe. Okay. It's hard to see. We'll have to see when we hit dialogue. Okay. This is a new day. I have 5 hearts. I wish I could max out and get more hearts, but I haven't been finding enough dateable objects. So, let's see. Yeah, why not? I'm just gonna start clicking things.
For a moment, you wonder if your date viators are malfunctioning. But no, the fashionista standing before you is just that dazzling.
This is amazing.
They are dressed to kill. Abs on display and lighting all along their body, bathing them in a soft glow.
I have to say that I really do like the cadence of the narrator's voice. That is pretty good.
A ring of light surrounds their perfectly coiffed blonde hair, giving them the appearance of an angel. And perfect lighting no matter which way they turn.
I do enjoy the halo. That is pretty good.
But it doesn't take you long to discover the angel comparisons end at their appearance.
Hey, betches. It's me again, Lux.
I'm immediately going to the dating index to find out who does their voice.
Yes!
Okay, I have no words, and these are the best dialogue options. Yeah, I'm gonna go with what I'd actually say. You're literally flawless.
Aren't I, though?
Physically, you're gorgeous. I like your sense of humor. You're perfect in every single way. That's kind of a read, isn't it? Yeah. I like your sense of humor.
Oh, so you think I'm funny, but as far as looks go, I'm ugly? Is that what you're saying?
I told you I'm Rizless. It took 30 seconds before I made a piece of furniture mad at me. I don't know how I keep doing this. I also need to calm down. I mean, as a compliment.
If you're lying, I will murder you. Online, I mean. My Luxies will destroy you.
This is Jeffree Star, isn't it? I feel like this character is supposed to be Jeffree Star. I was just trying to be nice.
Oh. Well, as an influencer, I get a lot of hate, so I have to be careful.
I need to run.
Influnker? Incandescent, naturally flavored, unbelievably naturally charismatic entertainer?
I like how entertainer is 2 letters capitalized in the acronym. Cool.
I know. We're called influnkers for short.
For short, right.
Exactly. So we don't waste time. We're all about helping improve people's lives and productivity.
Could you improve my life?
Could I? Yes. Will I? Maybe. Okay, I can think of 2 ways to help make you better.
Okay, please. I need Riz.
I can share my daily routine with you. It is literally amazing. Or I can grant you exclusive access to my services. They're literally amazing.
What services?
Both options are literally amazing.
Tell me about your services.
Okay, congratulations! I will be charging you for the triple premium platinum package. It includes a $3 spa coupon, 6 copies of my ebook, a free yoga cushion rental when you come to our Bali retreat, and access to the Living Light Lounge, where you can literally collab with other influencers whenever you want.
Backspace, backspace, backspace.
That's totally okay. You can cancel anytime.
Thank God I want to cancel right now.
Sorry, I should have been more clear. You can cancel anytime after the first 3 years.
This is illegal.
Oh, okay, call the cop. Or write a strongly worded email to Instagram. I am sure they will respond right away. XOXO, bye.
Okay, chat, listen. I started off with really high hopes that we were going to be able to date this time, but all I did was get bullied. I just got bullied by my lighting. Okay, well, you know what? Whoop. Whoop. Okay, so I've glitched out the dresser, which I think is what you were talking about. Mix this up. So let's see if I can date the dresser now.
It's hard to make sense of what you're seeing. Are the date viators glitching? Or what seems like indifference?
I don't bite.
Hang on! My content aware is going off.
Just let me die at this point. Okay, so, I mean, good that we got the glitch into a dateable stance, I guess. But also, why would this trigger a content aware?
Damon is a glitch, and because of that, he can break some of our usual chipper tone and get into true spooky territory. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
Yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Carry on, then.
I think, do I?
Okay, wait a minute, hear me out. What if Damon is a somewhat decent replacement for Shadow Lord, right? I'm just saying, similar vibes. Little Munchie's never hurt anyone, that's good to hear. Well, do you or don't you? Okay, well, you can if you want.
Not sure if I do.
How did I get rejected by the glitch?
Not yet.
Am I truly Rizless?
Did I? Have we met?
Not yet?
Is that a lie?
Is he right? Is it a lie? Thinking about it too hard makes your head hurt and your nose bleed.
Oh
It
no.
is.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Is this frustrating? It is.
Is Damon talking in like a binary dialogue?
How about now? It is.
Not yet.
Would you tell me if it was? Well, you can't, so.
Not yet.
Would you lie?
Damon, let me save you the trouble.
Not yet. And yet. And yet. And yet. You want something. Pick your poison.
Oh, okay. All right. So this okay. we have to program our relationship. I'm going to be ambitious. Damon ending equals love.
Define love.
Oh no. I mean there's hearts, but Damon's face looks aghast. This got oddly philosophical. What is love? Love? Define love. I'm scared if I pick the absence of loneliness or the opposite of hate that I'm gonna... Okay, if I say the absence of loneliness, I feel like Damon's gonna haunt me. But if I pick the opposite of hate, then he's probably just gonna ask me to define what hate is.
Opposite. Love. Like this. Love screenline.
Now I have Dina? What is happening? Okay.
Done. Flirty giggle. Chuckle.
I need an adult. Never mind, I'm almost 40. I need an adult anyway.
See? No biting. Flirty giggle. Chuckle. No.
Why am I stuck in a
Flirty
boot
giggle,
loop?
Chuckle.
I'm so scared. Okay, okay, you know what? Everything's fine. This is fine. Everything's great. I feel like this can only get weirder if... I saw this on the internet. Okay. I feel like this can only get weirder if we try and date existential dread, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now. Immediately. Apparently, the key to finding existential dread in your house or otherwise is to stare at a wall for 30 seconds solid, or at least 30 seconds. I feel like it's already been 30 seconds, but I'll keep waiting. So how are you?
An expanse of blinding white, muscled skin fills your vision. It reminds you of
scared
that
me.
class field trip to the art museum, if not for the torn jeans on this ivory Adonis's lower body.
Honestly, when I saw this character model before, I thought it was the video game character in the sense that you can target the video game, like, looks like an Xbox, with your date viators, and I thought that this was like Mr. Wii. If I had to draw a personified Wii console, this is what I would draw. I don't know.
But as your eyes continue to travel up and take everything in, you note that the similarities to a classic marble statue come to an abrupt and screeching halt at this guy's face.
Maybe it's because the face looks like a Wii emoji. What were they called? The Wii people?
He almost resembles a bleached bowling ball. His eyes are two dark and unreadable holes. His mouth nothing more than a thin line. He has no nose, no cheekbones, no ears. His shining white face is simply devoid of just about anything.
Sup, baby? Nice ass.
Maybe playing this game was a mistake. I need to get it together. I work out.
Yeah, well, not enough.
Oh no! My body dysmorphia agrees.
Yeah, she would, wouldn't she?
Can I date her? Can I date body dysmorphia?
We haven't talked in a bit, but last time I checked, it's been real.
Who are you?
Yeesh. I gotta write a whole dissertation for you.
Look, are you Mr. Wee?
You want some graphs and pie charts?
Actually, that would help, yeah.
Oh, how about some Venn diagrams?
Why are you doing that pose?
Will that help you figure it out?
We all already date body dysmorphia, that's true. Maybe I can see the play charts?
I don't know. Can you?
Bro.
It's a good thing you're nice to look at, because you're definitely not much in the brains department.
I will never not select bro. If that's an option in a dialogue tree, I just need you all to understand that right now.
Here, I'll give you a hint about my true secret identity.
True secret identity.
I'm what you spend your entire life avoiding.
Okay, hopefully. Going outside, hot cheese. Why would you avoid hot cheese? Reconnecting with my strange parents, falling pianos from tall buildings. Going outside.
Yeah, I can tell.
That's fair.
But not even remotely close. Overwhelming sense of existential dread.
I don't know that I spend my whole life avoiding it. It feels like that's pretty common. Oh, hold on 1 second. Okay. Doug? Who's Doug?
But my homies call me Doug.
Can't tell me his name is actually Doug. I need a better way to fall on the floor. This chair has armrests. Maybe I can get rid of the armrest so I can effectively slide out of my chair. Doug is so good. Is he?
Yo.
Okay. Hear me out. Not like that. Hear me out, capital underscore. Doug does not have shoes. Doug is letting them dogs out. And I don't. Oh. There's something about the color combination of being very pale and having the sinewy toes out that that's a content
Hang
warning.
on.
There we go.
Content aware is going off.
Called it. There's a content warning because of Doug's toes.
Doug is a bit of an abusive dude. If you have any issues with constant aggression from someone, I'd recommend skipping him.
No, I can fix him.
You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
No, I'm okay with this kind of stuff.
Carry on then.
What is existential dread? Hi, Doug. So that explains why you don't have a nose. Why would... Okay.
I don't have a nose because of an incident at the zoo.
With, like, an animal?
If you consider a vending machine an animal.
Why would you use a vending machine?
I don't.
At the zoo.
But enough about me. What's your name, baby?
I'm so very happy you get to keep your specs points on New Game Plus. Oh, really? Oh, that... Yeah. Well, I mean, that's capital underscore... First of all, goals. Congratulations on going through your New Game Plus. Second of all, that is actually really reassuring because I fumbled the bag with Nightmare. I don't really ever need to talk to Shadow Lord again, but that's beside the point. Miss Belvedere? Spartacus. I don't know who Miss Belvedere is, but I want to be her.
Like the 1957 Plymouth Belvedere that was sealed in an underground Tulsa courthouse at June 15th, 1957 as a 50-year time capsule and was unearthed on June 14th, 2007 during the state's centennial celebration?
Yup.
That doesn't fit your vibe at all. We need something that really captures your fundamental, immutable essence.
I'm going to get red so hard. Shadow Lord's hair is so good once he's realized. No. Disagree. Especially Debug Zelly, friend of the show, Debug Zelly, sent me a TikTok which showed the character art samples or like the potential character art for Shadow Lord. And there was a 2000s era MySpace haircut that we were denied. And I will never forgive this game for that.
I'm gonna call you Dork.
I mean, yeah, it's accurate.
Damn straight. I could smell the dork on you from a mile away. Smells like nacho cheese flavored corn chips.
Okay, he's making this face, and yet I think that's what he's attracted to.
Anyway, dork, since you're here, you might as well make yourself useful and help me out.
What can I help with?
So I'm doom scrolling share bucket, okay?
What's share bucket? Oh, what's share bucket? Okay.
God, I really gotta explain everything to you, don't I?
It could be so much worse. What could be so much worse? Doug? No, only what Share Bucket is.
Oh, well then, away we go. ShareBucket is Valdivian's 8th most addictive social media platform.
I do like that they rank them.
I've been doom scrolling for hours, and even my totally ripped finger is tired from swiping.
Okay, you gotta show me your
So
rip
why
finger.
don't you scroll for me for a while? I think it's a task suitable for your talents. I use that term loosely. Plus, you get to keep hanging out with me, and I'm dope as hell.
I feel like his finger could be more muscular. Oh, he could have gone full Vanilla Ice, frosted tips. No, not our Shadow Lord. No. But I do really need the emo fringe, and it's kind of there in his smoky hair. But Shadow Lord's character model there was an option where he had the full-on like screamo raccoon hair. Do you know what I mean? Where like there's strips that are different length and banded colors. Okay. Okay.
Nice. And here, I'll let you swipe for a while, and I'll reward you with a Doug point.
Why didn't he? What?
He holds out what appears to be a sort of badge, a golden image of his iconic blank face framed by laurel leaves.
Is this crypto? What's the Doug point to USD exchange rate?
It fluctuates based on current market conditions, but it's fantastic right now.
He is a crypto bro, isn't he?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Anyway, enough yammering. Read me some viral ShareBucket posts, would you? What are the top 3 most popular posts right now?
This guy says Mexico is a psyop. The senator wants to replace all airplanes with blimps. There's an argument about what makes the best grilled cheese. I'm gonna go for the senator.
About damn time. Blimps are way sicker than airplanes.
Wait, he agrees with the doom scrolling? Like he agrees with the... Okay.
Can't believe no one's even suggested that until now. Congress is such a wasteful, pointless joke.
Hold on, chat. Is this guy, is Doug just a libertarian? Is this how we finally end the male loneliness epidemic?
Man, I respect them.
Actually, here. That's what I... Hold on, I'm gonna retitle my stream. Ending the male loneliness epidemic. One Doug at a time. I misspelled loneliness. Yeah, we need to bring back Maul's the natural habitat of the Maul goth girlfriend. Or just the Maul goth in general. Okay, do you spend a lot of time with them?
Yup. Man, this is great. Way better than just scrolling and reading by myself.
Oh, don't tell me he likes me now.
Only 357 billion hours of premium content to go. We're making great time.
Doug should meet Lux, the social media influencer. This doesn't seem like premium content.
Are you for real, dork? Or else am I gonna learn that cats secretly built the pyramids? The lamestream media?
Oh god, he is a libertarian!
They're captured by the cat lobby and you know it.
Okay, I'm gonna try an evasive maneuver. I'm gonna try an out-cool Doug. And how you do that is by not caring, right? So it just seems like a waste of time.
You think I waste time?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
give you so much to think about. Look, you came around here and asked to spend time with me, so I graciously invited you to participate in my kick-ass activities. But I don't have to doom scroll with you. There's
Okay.
plenty of other moderately attractive
Sure.
humans or concepts I could be doom scroll. I mean, I should just text Abby. She is super hot.
Who's Abby? I want to meet Abby.
She did things even porn won't show in some states.
Who's Abby?
Abby? She's the unceasingly empty feeling of abandonment.
Aww.
Right up my alley.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Go after her, not me. Yeah, maybe go spend more time with Abby. But how do I meet Abby?
Oh, I will. She might have blocked my number, but I'll find her on ShareBucket. Tell you what, maybe our interests aren't 100% aligned, but that's okay. A lot of power couples famously were opposites.
See? Treat him mean to keep him keen. Follow me for more bad dating advice.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, Utah won't show anything. Pornhub is blocked here in Utah. It's not the end of the world. I agree.
Absolutely. See, the end of the world happens in
boy.
7.59 billion years when the sun engulfs the Earth, destroying our planet and everything that ever existed.
So climate change doesn't destroy us? Yay! As long as it destroys Bakersfield. I go with climate change.
No, I said the end of the world happens in 7. The end of humanity happens a lot sooner.
Wait, how much sooner?
What matters is, I'm hot and you're passably attractive, so I don't want to blow this up over nothing. Especially since Abby isn't returning my texts.
Okay. The nightmare mentioned the fear of abandonment. Now, Doug's mentioned the fear of abandonment, which leads me to believe that we can actually date our fear of abandonment, but I just need to know how. Does anyone know? Is this a dateable character? Okay, passably attractive. You're too kind. Thanks, Doug. You gotta stop texting Abby.
Why? You trying to move in on my turf?
Actually, yeah.
No way. Go find your own concepts to share memes with. Tell you what, why don't you come back around here later and I'll try to find us a new activity we both like. Cool?
Sure, whatever.
Anyway, I gotta go find some school children and explain to them that no matter what they do, their parents will eventually entropy die. And the reverse is even worse. Parents outliving their children.
Please, game. Please give me the dialogue option. If I wanted to experience this, I would be on Reddit. Please, this is all I ask.
Good shit, good shit.
Oh god, well they were gonna learn eventually. That's super cool. Doug. I honestly, because this game is so well written, I honestly kind of anticipated that there would be an option of, if I wanted to hear this, Doug, I would be on Reddit right now. But, you know, they're not all winners, right? Oh god.
Nah, I don't bring up God.
This is the average Redditor. I'm sorry. I said God because that is a dog whistle trigger for Redditors. Tell me how you're atheist, Doug.
Don't want to give them false hope. And don't worry if you can't stop thinking about me tonight when you're all alone in your bed.
Dread it. Yep.
That's totes normal. I tend to have that effect. Oh, and don't text me. I don't do clingy.
But you're clinging to Abby.
Later, Dorcas.
Oh, is that noise? Oh, we're getting a bunch of messages, aren't we? Okay, Discord.
I'm sorry for the abrupt intrusion, but there's an urgent topic I need to discuss with you immediately. Is everything all right with the Dateviators? Are they operating efficiently?
No, they broke completely.
Completely? I don't believe that's correct. I'm not one to be trifled with. Well, as you know, I'm able to remotely monitor their functionality, and I've been noticing some deeply troubling readings coming from the Quantum Catalyst Activator.
Oh no. It's all good.
Quantum Catalyst Activator. And I haven't even told you what it is yet. That's very sci-fi, but essentially, the Quantum Catalyst Activator is the internal hardware that allows you to directly acknowledge a thing's existence, and recently started to emit metacognition readings unlike any I've ever seen before. I'll keep an eye on things over here, but please inform me if anything unusual happens. Oh, and if they get too hot, throw them in the freezer immediately. Your life depends on it.
Kepler_, why is today such a good day? Oh, you're getting Chipotle? Can I throw them in the fridge
Are you
instead?
insane? Sorry, it's not safe to talk anymore. I'm in a really sketchy neighborhood, and this phone is super duper expensive. But I'll keep analyzing the data.
Okay.
Champ!
Oh god.
How goes it?
You know, talking with stuff around the house. Your butt. I want to see how quickly I can get fired, right?
I guess I don't know how to speak to the youth today.
Me
Well,
neither.
Vivian would like you to complete an exit survey based on your time here. How would you rate your time with Valdivia?
Very short and not
All
fun.
right, everyone has an opinion. And now that one belongs to us. I appreciate you participating. One more question. If you were to recommend, I don't know, Tom for a job somewhere, how likely would you be to send his resume along?
Not likely.
That's just... I'll be straight. There was no exit survey. I just need some help.
Oh,
Now that I've
Tom.
revealed my own vulnerability and gained your trust, how likely are you to recommend Tom for a job somewhere?
Still not likely, but capitalism does churn for us all.
Can't win them all.
I feel really bad for Tom. Okay, we haven't really gotten to any character that I would like to date. Although apparently I'm in love with Dina, which is fine, I guess. I did want to see who... Hold on, who does the voice of Lux? Michael Lors, okay. Likes themselves. Good lighting, high engagement, interesting conversation, long form content, and legal action. Okay. That is totally a play on Jeffree Star. Oh, I forgot! We met Prissy Plastique! Oh, I definitely want to date her. Kira Brown, magic, hope, tourism, realism, despair, staying put. Okay. And then Doug. Likes watching content, dislikes wimps. Okay. There's a way to break out of a hate ending with any character once, but it's bugged. Oh no! Erica Ishii voices butt plug. Okay. If you try to break the hate ending with Nightmare, it sends you back to the hate ending the next night. No! That's truly terrible. Okay. We have 2 more. I don't know. I'm also trying to find Brennan Lee Mulligan. It's going to end the professor loneliness epidemic, am I right? Trying to think of the most unhinged thing I can possibly date. Okay, I've heard a lot about the washing machine and dryer, and since I have 2 left, I think it makes sense to...
An acrobat in bright orange evaluates you with a smirk. His hair is streaked with grey, and there's a twinkle in his eyes that tells you this guy is definitely going to keep you on your toes.
Prissy Plastique, Art, and Memoria are the 3 best characters of the house. How do I find Memoria? Okay,
Well, hello there, new face. I may be quite excited to meet you.
this is Asterion, isn't it?
Yes.
Or Starion, sorry. Basic greeting.
Is it though? Am I excited the way I would be about a bratwurst? Which is different from how I feel about fireworks or a sequined codpiece. So much complexity. So when I say may, I have a voluptuous suspicion that may be the emotion I'm experiencing. Yes.
I'm pretty cool.
Well, how can I know for sure? You might turn out to be fabulously interesting, in which case, yes, I am thrilled. Pass the champagne. Or you might, in reality, be a dud. A wet blanket. A ball. And if that happens, and I've already committed to excitement, I'd look like a bit of a moron now, wouldn't I?
Tristel has a lot going on. Definitely can't risk that.
Can't, shan't, won't. Dignity is key. So, tell me, am I excited? Or am I already sorry I asked?
This is just Astarion, and you cannot convince me
Keep in
otherwise.
mind, when I'm disappointed, my finely toned trapezii tend to flare unexpectedly.
Your muscles? Those are quite toned.
Naturally, as an energetic equilibrist, I must keep my body in tip-top shape.
Y'all, it took me far too long to understand the angle of him being an acrobat. It's because the dryer spins.
I can see that, you do not make that a priority.
I like the lint trap around his waist. Wait, but I do.
You think this, do you? Such adorable self-delusion. Ha, indeed. I am an enthusiast for anything that challenges all sides of my glorious vessel. Jereb, I cannot even begin to tell you, but I am nothing if not inventive, fearless, indefatigable.
I like the nickname Cherub. That is very cute.
I haven't given up hope that I'll yet be able to craft a perfect meta... I've had a sudden flash that I should... Oh, no, wait. Would you, my new lovely acquaintance, would you help me invent a tango for the triceps, a conga for the core, a quick step for the quadriceps?
I'm not a very fit person.
That's the... We start. Very important to twist.
He gives his post...
I know. I can lie down with Florence, grasp Titus by her intimidating epaulettes, and Russian twist her for 3 sets of 20. What do you think?
I'm exhausted. I need a smoothie. I need protein. How about a hanging knee raise instead? Hi, Seth. How are you? I am romancing Astarion. I mean, Drysdale.
Darling, where would I hang from?
The door frame?
Dorian? Have you seen him? A slice a la mode. How could I ever focus on form with that form before me? Oh no, no more temptations. I must keep my movement pure.
Hold on for 1 second. Chat, hold on, please. I need an archive of our own. Hold on. Let's look it up. Let's look this up. This is for research purposes. Drysdale and Dorian. Okay. All right. I stand corrected. I apologize, kind authors of AO3. But also, if you're listening, this is a request to the authors of AO3. Should the spirit move you, should you feel creative, there could be an audience, is all I'm saying. Maybe that audience is me. Maddie, I did just raw dog AO3 on stream because I don't know if you know this. Ooh, that's a good point. Drysdale and Astarion. I don't know if you know this, but it is Crab Fest at Red Lobster. Red Lobster has announced its Crab Fest, so anything goes now. Let's get you flying again with 1,000 jumping jacks.
Ah, you are a cruel... Rigorous training is the only one for the love of Lint. I sound like him.
Like who?
Washford, of course. He's almost monastic in his approach to physical. Call Washford for me.
What, like on the phone?
No, just with your voice. Just vibrate those glorious pipes of yours and call out the name. Washford.
Okay, hold on. Washford and Drysdale. I have nowhere to go. I need to leave, but there's literally nowhere. This game is a prison. This fandom is a prison. There's 4. I was hesitant to scroll, but there's 4. There are 4 Washford Drysdale. Okay. But not Dorian. I think I'm more perturbed that there isn't a Dorian in there. Which is an audience. Well, let's go. Let's look. Okay. This one has more tags. Love at First Sight, acrobatics, alternate universe, they're in a circus, pinning, friends with benefits, slow burn, sloppy makeouts, gay panic, okay, Washford is smitten. Okay, Volt is in this one, and Watts. I've seen things on the internet. Dacrophilia, I'm going to get demonetized. Listen, I don't have enough monetized to really matter, but my $15 a month does help offset the cost of the stream. Wait, Dacrophilia is crying? Or are you crying because it's funny? I can't even spell this. I need my glasses. Dacrophilia. What? It is crying. You were 100%. This one also has dry humping. So I'm going to go ahead and say Connected Wires is the smuttiest. Washford?
Just wait a moment. He should be here.
I don't think he's coming.
It appears your pipes are not glorious enough to... not as glorious. Have at it.
Oh, but he's the top. Right? Hold on, let's just confirm that was Astarion. Oh, wait, who's Winifred again? Oh, the water heater. Yeah. Okay. Where is Drysdale? Oop. Nope, not the Hanks. Drysdale. So he likes, it is Neil Newbon. I've always mispronounced the surname. Presents, biscuits, wrestling, and oil. Dislikes drawing clothing. So he doesn't like his job. That's so sad. Connected Wires is a good name, isn't it? Hi, Lone Jedi. How are you? All right, let's, I guess, see who Washford is.
The handsome acrobat greets you with a small yet theatrical little bow, placing a hand on his chest and tipping his head forward. He has the aura of a veteran showman, but he doesn't look particularly pleased to have you as his audience.
I kind of get it now. Yeah, I get it. I get it now. And also, the rest of the stream is just going to be us reading the story. I'm kidding. Okay, let's...
Greetings, weary traveler.
There's definitely a top and bottom, yeah. It's good, yeah. I am weary. Thank you for noticing.
Naturally. My senses are heightened when I'm in a mood.
Sounds like a bad mood.
Yes.
I actually do really like the chest plate where you can see abs. That's very cute.
Yes.
Because he has washboard abs! Oh, of course.
A long and solitary bad mood.
This is what Beast should have looked like at the end. Are you talking about the animated... Well, first of all, this game is just Beauty and the Beast, right? We've established that. But are you talking about the 1992 Disney animated? Or, I guess in general. Because there's also the Emma Watson live action. But I was also disappointed in that Beast. Hi, Kurzar! How are you? You made that joke on Sunday.
For this, for everything, we are out of tune.
Anything you like to talk about, I guess?
You aren't serious. You jest.
No jesting here. I've been told my jests are bad.
You want to hear my story?
Unless your story is long. No, I bet you're one hell of a storyteller.
I am a servant to the drama of the heart.
Washford, do you know who else is a servant to the drama of the heart? Cassandra. Okay, sorry. I promise you, AO3 is going to stop being funny in a second. You just speak so beautifully.
I have to. It isn't something I chose.
Are washers known for having sexy voices? Is this about Drysdale?
The mention of Drysdale makes Washford's eyes narrow.
Is this about Drysdale? How did you know?
I'm really smart at relationships.
Not at this one. It has stumped a heart as profound as mine, an energy as bright as his. I am awash in the scurryings of lives. Countless lives, countless stories. I am filled with water, the fundamental state of all things. Water, it is the sweat that drips from brows and shaking knuckles in alleyways, in schoolyards.
There's a joke about sitting on and off kilter washer.
It flows over its own frozen...
Speaking of, hold on, we won't do, Will It AO3. That's the new title of the stream. We have a new game.
Self down dry and grateful throats.
New gameplay mode
Drops from
unlocked.
noses in blazing sunshine onto lemon-printed bathing suits.
New gameplay mode unlocked called Will It AO3. So each character we already looked up Washford, but each character we're gonna have to look up and see if there's already an AO3 story. That Maddie, the worst part is that actually does tie really nicely into my academic research since I research sexuality in games. So I think at this point it's a tax write-off. Yeah.
It is the wellspring of ancient secrets.
Do we spend points on predictions? Hold, please. Okay, wait. Let's see. Hold on. Can I do that while I'm live? Can I change my points while I'm live? Oh, let's see if I can. Sorry, this is gonna be really great viewing for a second, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna pay off, I promise. Here we go. Points. Yes, they are enabled. Hold on. No. Okay. Here we go. I'm just gonna, okay, I don't think I can create a new, like it's gonna take too long to create a new point redemption, channel redemption, and upload a song, you know what I mean, a sound and all that. So I'm just gonna take two that we already have, and I'm going to rename them. No AO3. And I'm gonna make it like nothing at all. I'm gonna make it like 10 points. Or, yes. Will have AO3 for 10 points. I want to make sure that there's no cooldown. There's no cooldown. Okay. I think we did it. They are an equal amount. Yep. They're 10 each. Will it AO3 for science? I mean, it's 10 good. Should I make it lower? Whatever. Okay, let's get back to the game.
I am surrounded by it.
I guess.
I cannot know the agony that exact decision has caused me. I cannot talk about it.
You have 19,000. Yeah, you're gonna be fine.
The pale betrayal.
That sounds intense.
You have no idea, but not only that. Not only I hold the blood stuck in the makeups, all of this, nothing does.
So what happens?
I must keep it off, but how could anyone bear the weight of that much life?
snacking.
Ah, thus are explained the cracker crumbs in the pockets of
Pork chop
teachers.
sandwiches!
It will AO3.
It is the
I have.
words. It is language. To be able to communicate. To share the burden. It is poetry that keeps me afloat in my own sea.
Poor Washford. Sorry, I have an audio cue because I want to know how. Like, I don't want it to just, you know what I mean? I want to hear so then I know what you're thinking if it AO3s. Right? Okay. I think I understand.
Is it lost? Is it dawn? The room, I cannot tell.
Thank you for the raid, Fox Hollow Games. How are you? How is your stream? Welcome on in, Raiders. Now we're getting all the sound effects. My name is Professor Ashley. I'm a real professor. I teach people how to make video games, and on my channel, on my channel, I don't know. Today's degeneracy, okay? Thank you for the follow, Queen Anne. Thank you for the follow, Oh Pixelated. And I will hydrate. On my channel, I normally analyze games because the more we analyze games and the more we talk about them, the better we are as designers. But today I just finished writing a conference presentation and I'm a little bit brain dead, so I am playing this game. You did an analysis of Strike 9, a rhythm roguelike. Fox Hollow, that you're setting the bar really high. Hi, Queen Anne. It's okay. We're playing a new game. Okay. As someone who does gameplay analysis and who studies games, writes about games, sometimes even makes games, we're making a new game, which is whenever we meet a dateable character in Date Everything, we are asking the question on everyone's minds, will it AO3? So AO3 references an archive of our own, which is an infamous /fiction fan fiction repository for smut. So yeah, and we have channel point redemption, so you can vote whether or not you think there are posts, fan fiction /fiction posts up on AO3 about a particular character. Hi, Oh Pixelated. You're the real professor. Well, I mean, after this stream, you might have questions. Okay. So we're finishing up our conversation with Washford. Nod sympathetically.
He gazes off into the distance, something clearly weighing on him.
Oh, no.
Yes, my God, haven't I done enough?
Yep, bravo.
Drysdale. He was a phantom of delight when first he gleamed upon my sight. But we are quite forsaken.
FLT Dubs. This is for you. Thank you for the follow. This one's just for you. We're learning that the washer and dryer have a relationship, and if you were curious, yep, it does AO3. There are 4, in fact, stories on AO3 about the washer and dryer having a queer intimate relationship, which, you know, we love. We love. We love. Can we pretend bet points? Oh, yeah. You can totally pretend bet points. Oh, so is there a way I can do points where you can put in the amount? Good on you for being a responsible father. Didn't this just come out, though? Surely you know how the internet works. Yes. You are correct. It did just come out. Yeah, it's illegal to be straight this month because it's Pride Month. So I don't make the rules. I know that guy.
Is it possible to really know a true partner as I have? We were a duo. An acrobatic team rivaled by none on Earth. We were swift, smooth, and strong. I wish you could have seen him fly.
Queen Anne, does it make you really happy that already there's fiction /fiction?
To the vault of paved heaven. Our performances were legend. They came from many rooms away to watch us. And joy filled me as wine in a glass overflowed.
Cool beans.
Beans? the physical connection between him and me, it is like nothing I have ever known before or since.
Yeah, I could go for a glass of wine.
I no longer partake. Wine was something I shared only with him. Like so many other things, he does not need poetry like I do. When he talks, it is a breeze to my tempest. And to him, my tempest seems but a suggestion. A rumor of rain in another man's country.
But you had your art.
Until we didn't. The bond was broken. And when he was finally ready again, I was unreachable. The wall between us has been impenetrable ever since.
Whoa.
Yes, it's been years. All moving things. I miss you have been a rather dismissive and flippant creature. I find I am still...
Oh, I am not.
I didn't know I could still feel that way.
No, we are not getting in this triangle, okay? I think the AO3 is very clear that the player is not involved in whatever sexual happens between Washford and Drysdale. That is a sacred union that we should not touch. You're writer by trade. You're bet on Doug. We'll resolve that in a second. Mix this up. We're absolutely going to resolve that. So you put 1,000 points on there being slash fiction about Doug. Okay. Sounds like you guys are good for each other right now.
Perhaps you're right. Beware, beware his flashing eyes, his floating hair. Thank you, sincerely, for listening.
Oh, what a couple. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna have rules, okay? If we're making, sorry, my mouse sensitivity. If we are making a game, also yes, my dresser is glitching. I might be in a romantic relationship with the dresser. It's a long story. If we are playing this AO3 game, then I'm gonna say that we can only look up the character on AO3 if we are currently talking to that character, which will give us motivation to revisit characters like Doug, right? Who's Doug? Well, Pixelated, I am so glad you asked. Hold, please. We will go to Doug. Doug is your existential dread and doom, and you access Doug by staring at a wall for at least 30 seconds. You can't look away, you just have to stare at this wall. And then Doug is kind of an abusive... Oh, Kurazar? I don't know if I... Oh, Kurazar, you're going to learn so much today. That's what professors do, right? Professors teach.
What's up, dork?
Ta-da! This is Doug. Doug also has a unique character design, but yeah. Oh, I think you mix this up. Yeah. AO3 is a website where you write and read horny stuff. Is a pretty good description of what AO3 is. Let's look up Doug Right Meow. So this is AO3. It's called An Archive of Our Own, and it looks like this. It's a fan-created, fan-run, non-profit, non-commercial archive for transformative fan works like fan fiction, fan art, fan videos, and podfic. What is podfic? That is a new term for me, and I research horny stuff on the internet. And here you can see all the things that I've researched on the internet. In fact, I was looking up Tamlin and Lucian fanfic because never mind. Different. That's book talk. That's different. Okay, so we are looking up Doug, but I'm going to guess I need to be more specific than that. So date everything. One. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to scan and read to make sure that there's... Okay, Doug, 2. So, like, this one, I don't think Doug... Nope, 3. Doug isn't there. Okay, we can just... Chad, I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired. I can't... I've lost all control of my bones. I just need to lay down. Let me just... I'm gonna lay down. Let's just take a nap. Okay, that was good. That was refreshing. And then once we establish whether or not there is AO3, I think then we play the bonus round, which is the horniest. Tooth rotting fluff. I don't think that's a kinky thing. I think that is referencing something that's really cute and sweet. Like romantic sweet. Cuties. Okay, so this one probably isn't the horniest. I like this You Better by Nice Try Enigma 69, which has biting, BDSM, multiple partner. Okay, so maybe you never tried this one. Let's change that. This one has a lot of tags that even I don't know. Food as a metaphor for love. I mean, we can presume. Okay, I'm going to say that I like this You Better is probably the horniest. It's like uwu cutesy stuff. Okay, fair. Oh, you like my chair? Thank you. I like pink things. My keyboard, my mouse, my like wrist protect, everything's pink. My cup. She says, holding the giant pink thing. All right, Doug.
Been seeing you around the house, adding more dateable objects to your stupid little cherub.
Did he just say cherub? Like harem? I'm totally using that.
What the fuck? Take that. It was my idea first.
Yeah, I'm using it. What are you gonna do about it? See, here's the thing. I think Doug is playing the male loneliness epidemic, honestly. I think Doug is supposed to be existential dread, but he's not written that way. He is written like the male loneliness epidemic, and I think what he will like is you putting him in his place. I think secretly he wants to be topped, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, Maddie, there are some... Sorry, I wanted to let AutoMod allow that. A little bit of incel vibes, I'm going to say.
Sue.
Go for it.
I love suing. Anyway, you do something new with your hair. It looks different.
But I tell you, he just wants to be topped. It is... Shut up, dork.
Clever. Well, it looks like shit. In fact, it looks like you got your head stuck in a blender. Anyway, you caught me in the middle of ruminating. I ruminate a lot. It's hell exciting.
I need to change my sound effects because that legitimately scared me. La Leon, thank you so much for the raid. And you cosplay? Tell me... Sorry, I need to also get my energy level under control. I'm screaming into the mic because I'm so excited. You have to tell me if you have to run, I understand. But if you can stay, tell me about your most recent cosplay and were you playing this game? You jealous? What's another thing you didn't know? About AO3? Sorry, welcome on in, Raiders. I am really distracted because we're playing a new mini game, which is anytime we talk to a dateable piece of furniture, we ask the question, will it AO3? And you can place bets. We're doing this an old-fashioned way where you just tell me your channel point bets. But you can place bets on whether or not there is an AO3 entry about a character. So we're having a lot of fun in the worst possible way. What were you ruminating about?
I was ruminating about the Big Crunch. You know the Big Crunch, yeah?
I think my gym has one.
Oh, it'll twist up your guts, all right. The Big Crunch is a theory in cosmology that suggests since the universe is currently expanding, it's possible it'll eventually run out of momentum. And when it does run out of momentum, the forces of gravity will pull it back together. A giant rubber band suddenly contracting.
Dark Lamba! Thank you for the follow.
And if that happens, the universe will collapse back into a singularity, like how it existed before the Big Bang. Everything in the entire universe and the universe itself will cease to exist. Poof! Nothing. Nada. Sick, huh?
So why... I'm telling you, Doug is the male loneliness epidemic because I just got the Big Bang Theory mansplained to me. And I can't AO3 my way out of this. Hi, La Leon. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What are you cosplaying?
I don't know. For the lulz. Anyway, enough about how everything you do is utterly meaningless no matter how desperately you attempt to rationalize it.
I want things womansplained to me. Yes. French is interesting because it implies we could have already had one before, right? Pop sci BS, right? Doug is your average Redditor. Welcome. We're trying to romance a Redditor.
I've got something lighter to share.
Okay, remember, we have to be mean to him. That's how they like us. That's why Redditors always go for goth girlfriends, because they think they're mean. We're not. I'm telling you, that's what he likes. I hope so. You're terrible at sharing stuff. It's okay. Can I have the bleak stuff? Is what you're sharing edible? I'm gonna go for you're terrible at sharing stuff. See, he said shh, but he's still talking to
Last
us.
time we chillaxed, I promised I'd find an activity we could both enjoy.
Oh no, Maddie, you're bouncing between the stream Reddit. Listen, Reddit has some redeemable qualities, but you cannot tell me that this is you haven't had, okay, maybe not the average Redditor, because people like you and me are on Reddit, right? But you've had this encounter, right? Right? Lalian, thank you so much for the raid, and thank you so much for the follow. Have a good life. What am I saying? Okay. Not ringing any bells, but continue.
Okay, well, ding-a-ling, here we go.
See? He's still
After
talking.
putting in a bare minimum of effort, I think I found a slightly tolerable activity.
You're not even trying, are you?
You're the one who'd be lucky to land me, dork.
See? Big brain strategy,
I'm the freshest metaphysical concept in the universe.
which is contracting. It sounds like you're in an abusive relationship with Reddit. Capital underscore. Does that mean, hold on, if we're actually dating everything, hold on. Reddit. Okay, the reason I'm making this face, sorry, I don't know if you can, I have a giant screen, so I should, yeah, there's a lot going on, and I don't know that I like any of it. There are multiple AO3 entries with Reddit as the title, but I don't think there's any, no one's treated Reddit as a character, as far as I can see. But there are entries, technically, so I guess technically it does AO3, but I want to see Reddit as a main character. I'm so sorry, Queen Anne. But Queen Anne says, I once had someone woman-splain the 3rd season premiere of Rick and Morty to you on a date. Wasn't all that pleasant. No, that does not sound pleasant. And I apologize, Nightbot needs to calm down.
Don't get it twisted. So I downloaded this new app, okay?
Is it Reddit?
It's called PlayBucket from the makers of ShareBucket. And let me tell you, it's totally worth the 99 cents.
99 cents seems expensive.
Not for me. I'm a high roller.
See how he's groveling? See how he needs to impress me?
PlayBucket's a gaming platform where you can gamble. Apparently gambling's legal as long as it's on your phone for some reason.
Reddit also works as a distributor of horny materials. Seth, I salute you. Thank you for willing to risk your Twitch account to make that comment.
It's got poker and blackjack and oh, go fish.
Oh, Maddie. This wasn't on Reddit, but the best example ever is that I had a dude once told me I didn't know the definition of murder and I have a master's degree in forensic anthropology. That just filled me with existential dread. Much like this character. Y'all need to stop dating Ben. Oh. I'm a straight man and I agree. Hey, real talk for a second. There are times as an academic when you're going up for tenure promotion review where you really start to question the choices that you made with your life. And I just need to take a second to let you know, joining Twitch and streaming, I started my stream 7 years ago. Never questioned it. I have the best community by far. I'm so happy you all are here. I'm so happy you all are here. You say the most clever and funny and witty things. I mix this up. Big hearts. I'm so lucky you're here. I'm so lucky you're here, capital underscore. Spanker. Kurzar. Oh, big hearts. You've been here for a while. You just got your ball ticket. Well, we're playing... Welcome on in. We're playing a game, and we're playing a game within a game. So we're playing Date Everything, and then we're also alt-tabbing out to see if the character from Date Everything is on an archive of our own, to see if there's /fic or fanfic written about that character. And the results may or may not surprise you, depending on how chronically online you
It's
are.
even got Sudoku. You said you like Sudoku, right?
Oh, interesting. I was considering saying it, but I didn't actually say it.
See, that's how in sync we are.
I told you, he's eating out of my hands.
The way I see it, this is a great way for us to spend time together. Potentially a lot of time together. If you catch my drift.
I don't know what it is. All these edgelords. Doug is doing the blushies. Interesting. I'm telling you, it's so simple. That is not command here. I'm sorry, Chris. You're going to be vastly disappointed in my lack of commands. I'll fix it. I'm telling you, these Reddit edgelords, you just treat them a little mean and then they come crawling to you because they all want to be topped. God, that's probably some of you we just met. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm an educator. You just learned something though, right? What if I don't want to spend time with you?
Don't want to spend time with me? You're funny.
They're the mass version of brats.
Not funny like holiday layoffs, but compared to the infinite meaningless abyss that ultimately consumes us all, you're funny.
Thanks, Doug.
Okay,
So you got a breadcrumb, a little bit.
but this was my point. See, I'm currently down about $64 million, give or take a few million.
Mix this up as cooking.
So we gotta get all that cash back or I'm gonna owe some real bad dudes a lot of money.
Oh yeah, Doug is into crypto. I mean, we could have assumed, right?
But I did some math, and I figure if we play roughly 100 million hours of Sudoku, we can definitely get all that crypto back.
Who loaned you $64 million? Or how many Doug points will that get me? He also has his own cryptocurrency, which he calls Doug points. That was introduced in an earlier conversation. Yeah. Beat the crypto out of him. Sexily on AO3. Yeah, I thought he was a high roller, so who loaned you $64 million?
I don't really want to get into it, but his name rhymes with Cravid Post.
Cravid Post. Oh, it's David Most, the CEO of the company that made the goggles we're using.
It's funny. A lot of people spend a lot of money trying to make me go away. Never works, though. Anyway, enough talk. Talk is for losers. We've got 100 million hours of Sudoku to play. It'll be fun.
It doesn't seem fun.
I'm sorry. What?
See? Look at this. Watch. Can I get Doug on his knees? Let's find out. Seems like a waste of time.
Look, I'm trying real hard here to meet you halfway. You've got a lot of positive qualities. You're not that annoying, you're available, and your bod is halfway decent for a writhing pile of anthropomorphic meat.
So we're back in the love bombing stage of this cycle?
But you've got an awesome, super swole opportunity in front of you, and let's be real, you're kind of massively blowing it.
I have a pretty good sense of what characters are toppable. Queen Anne, had you... If you're comfortable sharing, right? Because not everyone's comfortable having these conversations, and you have to go into detail. But how do you determine if a character is toppable? What kind of vibes do they give off? What? What do you mean? If you put a bow on Doug's head, that wouldn't work for you? Capital underscore? I'm sorry. I'll do better. I would not say it like that.
You'd be kind of stupid not to. And I know you're not stupid. I've seen inside your brain.
See, we got to give him a win. We're taking a step back, and we're going to take 5 steps forward in a second. You see inside my brain?
Sure. I'm an abstract metaphysical concept. I'm not bound by the rules of the physical universe, so I can do cool things like walk through walls. Or
Prove it.
infest people's neurons and poison their thoughts with relentless, unending horror.
Gotcha.
Now, I'm willing to give you another shot. Because Abby changed her number and moved out of state. But let's try a little harder going forward, okay? Otherwise, you're never gonna see me naked. And I'd really hate for you to punish yourself like that just because you don't think you're good enough for all this.
Hey, one's in chat if you think he's smooth like a Ken doll. Okay. Oh, you're trying to think about how you'd feel if a lady was doing it, like Caddy or Dommy? Yeah. Yeah, bratty.
Because you almost are, okay?
Uh-huh.
In the meantime, I'll find another chill activity for us to do together. I think I finally know enough about you to choose the perfect one.
Was I right, chat? Look who's trying to please me. That's all
I'll
I'm
get
saying.
right on it. After I stop by this retirement home I visit on Wednesdays, I read to the terminally ill on their deathbeds. It's super dope of me.
What do you read them?
Mostly obituaries. It's hilarious. Later, dork.
Oh, I kind of just want to stare at the wall. Okay, all right. We have to find more datables, and we have to look them up on AO3. So, I think we were kind of going room by room, and we were in the laundry room. I feel like there's a lot of kitchen. There's a lot of potential in the kitchen. I haven't tried the bar, for example, or this. Can I do just the bottle? I don't think I can do just the bottle. So let's look at the bar.
A bartender drums her fingers on the countertop, clearly bored out of her mind. Her long red-orange hair is pulled back into a ponytail that flows down her back, like the drinks she pours so expertly.
Patty, what? My dude is a Pringle can with a full Irish sweater. I think I missed a few chats. Oh my goodness. The vibe's different, right? So I have to go back to Spanker's question. I'm so overwhelmed. So Spanker, there is not an official tie-in with AO3, but
She makes herself a drink, taking a small sip of it and setting it down. Your entrance startles her so badly, she nearly knocks it over.
I'm going to go ahead and say something that is actually somewhat based in a professional opinion, which is that the overlap between people who would play this game and write fanfic and /fic on AO3 is probably a circle. I don't have firm numbers to back that up, but yeah, I guess it's just vibe-based, but I've studied these communities for long enough to know. The teabag apron is very cute. Yeah. Oh, is that what it was, Maddie?
So welcome to my humble bar, the Tipsy Tumbler.
I really like the shot glasses on her wrists.
I'm Beverly, but you can call me Bev. Or Beverly.
Very punny.
Or
Madam Proprietress.
that would be so cool.
Hi, Madam Wait, is she doming me? I'll allow it.
I'm the owner and bartender and janitor and stockroom attendant. Nice to meet you. Hiya.
Is
Beverly
there...
squints at you, frowning as she seems to be considering something. And then she snaps, pointing at you.
Oh, Spanker, you're not wrong. The popularity of contemporary smut fiction is actually traceable back to original Star Trek fan fiction. That's literally where the term slash fiction comes from. Oh, that's right. I need to buy the DLC. I have met the Hangers yet. The Hanks. They're
Wait,
so
hold
funny.
on. Oh my gosh, it's you. My proprietor. I can't believe I didn't recognize you. Ugh.
Me?
Yes, you? Who else so charitably bought this adorable mini bar for me so I could set up my dream bar?
The wink and the tongue out. I'm immediately simping.
I owe you a huge debt. You have free drinks for life here.
Well, I also buy them.
Welcome to the reopening of the Tipsy Tumbler.
I do like that the top of her top is like a milk or juice carton. I think that's pretty cute.
And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Bev, that's a lot of openings.
Go on. How did smut cause the French Revolution? I'm interested. But Star Trek /fic, fan newsletters, branching out to other smut writing, decades past, modern fanfics, smutty books in front of Barnes and Noble. A lot of the I have another game that I play. My life is just games. It's a pretty good life. I have another game I play, which is when I read a popular, like a New York Times best-selling novel that is smutty, like smutty fairy fiction or whatever. I play a little game where I try to figure out what fan fiction or what fandom it is based off of, and it's pretty fun and telling and rewarding. The paid online fanfic zone economy, it collapsed on the internet. What? There's so many interesting things. Okay, have fun at work, capital underscore. Oh, I'm so glad. Mix this up, cracks knuckles. All right, give me a minute.
Did something happen the first 6 times you tried to open the bar? Nope, nothing.
But how can that be when a babe like yourself is here?
First, oh, thank you. Second, great question. I've lost an alarming amount of sleep trying to figure it out. So please don't leave. You are literally my first customer in ever.
Oh, Beth.
Every time I thought you were finally going to invite people over, I'd polish the place up and prepare to be the best host I can be. But then each time you'd chicken out and spend yet another weekend all alone.
Oh.
I mean, why did you get a mini bar if you weren't going to invite guests over?
Oh, Maddie. Yes. There is. I wish Sexhalia was here. I don't think Sexhalia is here. But we have someone. We have a researcher who watches the stream pretty regularly, who researches fanzines, and I know that she would have a lot to say. Okay, so I'm listening. So the French Revolution was right around the time the printing press and lithographs were a thing, and then people started using that technology to write smut, because of course they did. So I'm waiting. Fanfic predates. Oh yeah, people in the Victorian times are doing Sherlock Holmes fanfic. Yep. People be nasty, I think, is our moral. Okay, I thought the minibar and all the mixing accessories would motivate me to finally have someone over. I like drinking alone.
That's sad and totally not something I do. Hey, I got an idea. How about I serve something instead so we can be less pathetic together? So take a seat and let me fix you something already.
All right, we know her name, so you know what this. Place your bets now. Beverly. Date. Everything. Did I misspell her name? I did. I added an extra E. Okay. Hold on. You're still in the game. You can still place your bets. Date everything. Okay. Well, everyone gets 1,000 points. Yep. 1. Wait, first of all, who is Harper and who is Diana? What would Diana be? Oh boy, this one has a lot going on. This is going to get me demonetized. Well, we did an all-in-one. We found the top story and also probably the smuttiest story. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot? Whoa, Beverly! Beverly! Oh, this is Beverly Crusher and Deanna Troy. Speaking of Star Trek, there we go. And this one's not that old, 2022. But the rest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 entries for Beverly. 15 entries on AO3 for Beverly, which is kind of more than I was anticipating.
Please, let me fix you something.
Oh, Queen Anne. Harper's a musical character? Good point. They were writing person fanfic about aristocrats and getting it published and using it as propaganda. That is... I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. This is what people do online, right?
Am I making you a cocktail or a mocktail? Mocktails are the non-alcoholic versions of a cocktail. Just as fun and delicious, but without the burn. Or the drunk part, obviously.
Yeah, I'm doing a cocktail.
Excellent. So, what'll it be?
Oh, I get to choose. A martini and Aperol Spritz. A mojito or a Ramos Gin Fizz. What's a Ramos Gin Fizz? Thanks, Queen Anne. Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you. I appreciate you being here, and thank you again for the raid and for interacting, and I hope to see you again, because I'm addicted to this game. Just imagine if modern AO3 smut included stuff like Modern My Immortal. Okay. All right, I'm going to pick Aperol Spritz. Actually, no, I'm going to pick Ramos Gin Fizz, because I don't know what that is.
You know that drink takes 7 minutes for me to shake?
That would be why I don't know what that drink is, because I have never ordered it, because it's probably not on menus, because it takes 7 minutes to shake.
I'm charging extra. Anyway, coming right up.
7 minutes later.
Whoops. Why would you do that? Why would you pour it out in front of her? No, I'm going to sip the drink.
You lift your glass to your lips, taking an extended.
How was it?
Really good. Where'd you learn to mix drinks like this?
Well, after 6 grand openings, I got a lot of practice in. Plus, with a name like mine, I should know my beverages pretty well.
Warm up those wrists. That could be taken in a lot of ways. You could pour it out to be mean. I don't know. Maybe there's a goal to make everyone hate you.
I really don't want to close this place down.
Maybe.
I've put my bar and soul into it. So, will you be my first returning customer?
Yes, absolutely.
Really? Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, thank you. Tell your friends. Tell everyone. And I'll be seeing you next time.
The most convincing argument I've ever heard for how terrible Raid Shadow Legends is that there's basically nothing on AO3 about it. That's amazing, Seth. That's amazing. I guess, actually, that could be a strategy, right? You could look up a potential game or show or book on AO3 and see how much fan fiction there is. And if your interests align with AO3's, that's a pretty good indicator of whether or not you would like the game. Oh, we have a workspace message.
Valdivianites! Guess who? If you guessed David Most, 3-time runner-up for Business Magazine's CEO of the Year, you'd be right. Team, I just wanted to do a soft follow-up on my recent email regarding my lost sunglasses. I'm happy to report my office has already received hundreds of tips regarding the item's whereabouts and are quickly combing through them as we speak. However, I really must reiterate that the tip line is for verifiable leads only. I saw them in Turkmenistan, or did you check up? In that spirit of camaraderie, anyone who sends a false lead.
Okay, hold on. I skipped the dialogue read because Seth, I need to... Actually, no. So Seth says, I mean, that just shows the show's net total horniness of the fans. Yes, but it also shows... Again, I have no hard data on this. I have not gone through AO3 and surveyed people. I mean, that hello, there is a research project there, right? But I honestly think it's less about the horniness of the fans or even the sexual attractiveness of the characters, although obviously that plays a part. But I think it has to do with the emotional appeal and maybe even vulnerability of the characters, where fans want to see those characters in other situations and scenarios because they're so well written and so compelling. So yeah, there's probably also some kind of component of Laffer curve, right? The larger a popular show is, the more fanfic gets made, certainly. Spanker, that is, yeah. I honestly, how this game has been going so far, I honestly expect it at any point to pop up like a FetLife quiz. Like, but I'm sure there's overlap between Quantic Foundry and FetLife. So for those of you who don't know, FetLife is a social media like networking platform for people who are into fetish, BDSM, kink, that sort of thing. And then Quantic Foundry is completely different, not affiliated in any way. Quantic Foundry is an academic platform survey run by two games academics, Nick Duchesneau, and I'm presuming now a team of other researchers, where you take a survey. It gives you your player archetype. It's a little bit like astrology. Actually, I can pull it up. I can actually pull it up. Quantic Foundry. The science of gamer motivation. So they give you a cute little profile, and then they also use your data to better populate and their data set. So in full disclosure, they do make a profit off of this. They do sell your data. So if you sign up to do the survey, which I have done, I mean, these are pretty trustworthy folks. They use your data to inform game production and marketing decisions. So they do things like player segment analysis, game audience. They make like a dashboard for your game audience so that game developers can go in and say, hey, we really want to make a game that's like date everything, but it's a first-person shooter. That sounds really creepy and weird. Don't know how that would work. But anyway, they could go to Quantic Foundry, give Quantic Foundry money, and, you know, researchers got to eat, and then find out what other games people who play date everything like. So there's your gamer motivation model. They also have free data reports that they've done, like conference talks. They did a GDC talk in 2019 that they have linked for free on their website. That's a lot of money. But this is it. This is their gamer motivation model, which I use in my classes. So these are people who play video games fall into like one of 6 categories, or multiple categories, of course. I think everyone falls into multiple categories. But there's action, so people that like destruction and excitement. There's social, for people who like competition or leaderboards, or community, right? Like group raids. There's mastery, so people who like Dark Souls and strategy games. There's achievement hunters, there's immersion, so this is fantasy and story, and there's creativity. And if I had to put, I mean, chat, you can talk about this, but if I had to put date everything in there, I probably actually put this game as appealing to people who are creative, who maybe like a story as well. Mellow Chive, like the herb. Thank you, Mellow Chive, for the follow. Welcome on in. You need to divide the AO3 score by number of users, content warnings to gain. Okay. Who wants to do this research project with me? We talked to Cam the trash can before. I don't think we did talk to the dishwasher. Never mind. We did talk to the dishwasher. It was not pleasant. You guys, I don't want to do this, but I think technically we have to. Hold on. Nope. Okay, hold on. Let's talk to the dishwasher.
Ho-hum. What a most bothersome feeling. The feeling of offline mode. As if there was a whole wide world to explore.
Chat.
And you chose to stay indoors.
It's also designed to be hyper-completionist. It's in the title. Yep.
Pork chop sandwiches!
You're totally right. Seth, no! Seth, no! There cannot be... No, there can't be an 803 for Dishy. No.
Silly thing if you ask me.
No. No, I don't want to know. Can we keep this knowledge door locked? It's not silly. I don't want you online.
I can do so much more. Surely you understand this. Have you ever felt unappreciated by Philistines?
No, not really.
Sigh. I'm like an astounding wonderkin, stuck in a one-horse town with nothing but the local yokels to keep my prodigious mind company. If all you want from me is to wash dishes, I can do that. I can. But I must do more.
Okay, I thought Dishy would just bring up the character. Oddly, we have to be more specific. Hold on. Date. Everything. Hold on, I'm going through the tags. Yeah, Seth. Seth, let's all... I need to light a candle. I need to light a candle in memorial of the last brain cell that just left my head. Technically only mentioned, however... This feels like peak brain rot. You're right to point out, Seth, that the internet is populated by two groups of people, horny people and trolls, which, oddly enough, is the same people who exist offline.
Please, appreciated Valdivian customer, won't you share that power?
I will not. Can you... Let's do an exercise. Let's do a creative exercise. Imagine for me in your mind's eye a situation in which you would want this character to appear in smut.
My infinite dishwashing abilities dash to pieces like so much fine china. I will remain here, ever faithful, ever cleansing.
All right, chat. This is a great time to take a break. I'm going to go get more water. My water is almost empty and a snack. I will be back in 5 minutes. You should do that too. You should go stretch. Take me with you on your mobile phone everywhere. Like Dishy, I too want to be connected to your life. No, I'm kidding. It's good to have boundaries and breaks. So go stretch your legs. Go use the restroom if you need to. Go get water. Go get a snack. And I'm very creative. You shouldn't ask. No, what have I done? What have I put into the world? I will be right back in like 5 minutes. And we'll, I don't know, date more furniture, I guess. I hate it here. BRB. Are we back? Are we really back? Are we really, really, really back? Sorry. I also have coconut. I have coconut in my teeth. So Costco right now, they probably always have this, but Costco right now has I think, still probably, has a trail mix that's coconut and dark chocolate, and it is so good. So if you're wondering, why was Professor Ashley gone for so long? I was eating trail mix in my kitchen while trying to like move my body a little bit since we've been playing this game for so long. It's important to take breaks for your health, right? Okay. All right, chat. So welcome back to my stream. If you notice AO3 is in the title of my stream, that is for a good reason. That is because we are playing a game within a game. We are playing Will It AO3. So we are going to meet new pieces of furniture, and then after meeting them, we are going to look up on an archive of our own and see if there's fan fiction. I was like, fan fiction / fiction? We're going to see if there's something written about that character. So here we go.
The first word that comes to mind when you see the large cowboy standing before you is solid. This guy is big, and he looks built to last.
Okay, chat, place your bets. You can use channel points to place your bets, or you can bet channel points just by typing it out. As soon as we find out this character's name, we're running, nay, sprinting to AO3.
You might be intimidated were it not for the kind expression on his face and the sweet way he doffs his hat at you.
Doffs, indeed. Thank you, Emma Road. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Let me get a different screen up real quick. You're only betting 50 points.
But if you had been asked to imagine what your table might look like as a human, you think this would be pretty close.
I just noticed that there's two CS's carved in them.
We've known each other for a real long time now, but we ain't ever been properly introduced. So, first things first, name's Abel, and I'm your table.
This is almost like folklore fairy rules. Now that we have a name, we can do bad things with that name.
Howdy.
All right, to AO3 we go. All right, Abel. Date everything. All right. Yep, there's at least one. Morning at the Madhouse. This looks like all the characters. Oh, there's Livewires. We've seen Livewires before. Yeah, it's fair to say there's a lot. There's a lot. So there you go, mix up. There's your 50 points. Archfaithic. I love it, Maddie. I'm Grunhilda, and I'm your human?
I know it, but it sure is nice to hear it from you face to... You know, it's a table. It's my job to hold things up all over the house, and I take my job real serious.
So does this mean every table is Abel?
So, if you're here talking to me now, you must need something more than just my support. And if there's one thing Abel's gonna do, it's make sure everyone in this house has what they need.
Why did that last dialogue sound like he was adjusting his belt buckle?
So, what can I do you for? There's gotta be something.
Okay, you're assuming I'm here for you and not just walking around my house? I'm gonna ask him for dating advice because I trust a table.
Heck, you're asking me that? Dating, huh? Ooh, dating ain't really my area of expertise, you know. Me, personally, I never was one for casual stuff.
This raises a question, and it's a question I don't particularly want an answer to, but does this mean, are none of the furnitures dating each other? Right? Like, Abel strikes me like he's married?
If you're looking for someone who knows people, though, you might want to talk to Kopi. She's good with that sort of thing.
You the old-fashioned type?
I guess you could say so. All that talking and whatnot, trying to fit each other's history into bite-sized portions. Oh, it just ain't my speed.
I mean, hey, that's why I'm here.
And you really gotta talk to somebody who knows what's what with dating these days. Hope he'll get you on the right path. Wenda, tell her I say hey when you see her.
Does he like Kopi?
You take care now.
Is there potential for a coffee table? Is that where this is going? Okay, we have one left. Can I date the things inside of my refrigerator?
The first word that comes to mind as you evaluate the strange figure standing before you is delicious. You don't even intend to be salacious, it's just he looks edible.
See, we have chocolate, we have pie, we have olives, we have lettuce, we have avocado toast. In this economy, we have ramen, including the little Naruto, right? The little fish cake. Bow tie pasta for the hair. Very good, very good. This looks like sashimi. I like the chocolate pants.
His long blonde hair calls to mind ramen noodles, but his entire outfit is a culinary journey around the globe. He looks downright mouth-watering, but you're not sure the feeling is mutual. His expression suggests he's less than impressed with you.
Good evening. Do have a seat. I'll be with you in just a minute.
Looks like you're really enjoying that glass of wine.
Glass of wine? Surely you can do better than that. This fine white has a light body and is rather dry.
I like the pen and paper.
It's quite acidic. I can virtually taste its origins in the eastern Loire Valley. Dare I guess just outside Chavagnon? And as its taste matures on my tongue, I detect notes of honeydew, grapefruit, and peach.
Is that chest hair or is that like a cravat?
And a certain minerality. Flint. Gray salt.
Okay, do you want me to answer this seriously? Because that's definitely a Sauv.
Well done.
It's called slosh. But actually the minerality he just described would be more of a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. I'm sorry, I like wine.
Now, can you do even better?
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, it probably pairs nicely with goat cheese.
Indeed. An excellent idea.
Maybe some chive crackers.
Well, now you're just showing off. And I'm very much here for it. But where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself.
Chat, please. Please,
Mitchell Lynn, food critic extraordinaire.
like Michelin star. That's cute. But chat, please. I don't want there to be fanfiction of this character.
Paragon of the perfect, advocate of the adventurous, and bane of the banal. Salutations.
Oh, those shoes are all so disturbing. Alright, let's find out. We gotta play our game. I maybe misspelled their name. Did I misspell their name? Food. Can't live with it. Can't live without it. Have you heard of Soylent? I'm really into Soylent lately. No. I consider myself something of a foodie, actually.
I have to say, I already find your taste quite impressive. Listen, I'm afraid you've caught me in a bit of a hurry. 3 new spots have just opened up around the house. I'm eager to give them a try and see if they measure up to my exacting standards.
Yay! Yes, Dr. Coert is going to be on stream to talk about Taylor Swift. Hi, Vortex. How are you?
Say, how would you like to accompany me?
That would be great.
Brilliant.
Oh, maybe it's just Mitchell. Okay, let's try it. Mitchell date every thing. No. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. So, it looks like Michelin is paired with Freddy. I don't think we've met Freddy yet.
So, where should we go? There's a new Hawaiian fusion place in the living room.
Oh, that's because the sofa, right?
Daisuke's sushi spot in the dining room is supposed to be pretty swanky.
Yay! Your paper is finished. Congratulations. The reason why I'm streaming in the middle of the day on a Tuesday is because I finished my conference talk. Not to brag.
Freddy Yeti has an ice cream joint in the kitchen that's worth checking out.
Is that the freezer, Freddy Yeti? You had me at ice cream because I need to see what the slash fiction is.
You arrive at Freddy Yeti's new ice cream joint, the Yummy Yeti. It's a herky-jerky establishment, to say the least. The ice trays are slipping and sliding everywhere. The frozen peas and fruit have not yet been moved totally out of the way, and Freddy himself is hard at work trying to put together the last touches on his icy creations.
We have arrived.
Hey guys, great to see ya.
Chat. Chat. What's wrong with AO3?
I'll be right with you as soon as I finish mixing this. Dang strawberries won't blend.
What do you think?
I expected it to be more inviting.
Yes. Rather cold. And a bit of a mess. Freddy, you knew we were coming, did you not?
To be honest with you, the pages in the reservation book got totally frozen shut.
Oh, but his voice sounds familiar.
How unfortunate for you.
Grab a seat, guys. Pop yourselves down in that there box of Haagen-Dazs bars.
I hope we won't be eating pre-packaged food.
Not at all. Just part of the aesthetic.
That's so creative. I love it.
I'm so glad you approve. I want you to enjoy yourself while we're out together.
This is progressing really quickly, isn't it? I feel like we're on a first date already.
I must say, Freddy, it really is a good idea.
Aw, shucks. You're making me feel all nice and cold inside.
Have you got menus?
Nope. But look at this.
Freddy points at a long bar of ice, into which he's frozen the various flavor combinations. Strawberries, bananas, pieces of chocolate, vanilla beans, and beside each he has painstakingly, if a bit sloppily, carved the names in ice.
Freddy, that's so cool, pun intended.
Thanks, guys. Mitchell, you inspired the idea. Anyhow, we've got strawberry vanilla swirl, chocolate chill, coffee with cream, and classic vanilla. What'll it be?
You first, mon ami. So much about a person can be determined by their choice in ice cream flavors.
Soldier 76 and Overwatch. Wow. This is just such a star-studded cast of voice actors.
Don't you think?
Okay. Chocolate, caffeinate, will we refrigerate, or vanilla? I want to swirl things up with that luscious strawberry.
Ooh, I dare say let's get a bit mixed up. I love a good dance of flavors.
Well, don't just leave me hanging. How is it?
Frederick. Can I call you Frederick? It's absolutely sublime. Oh, sort of meh, if I'm being honest. These are terrible. I would never say that. I'm going to call him Frederick.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Freddy, dare I say it, this is the most voluptuously iced cream I've ever had the pleasure, nay, the honor of tasting. Bravo, my friend.
Well, guys, I've only got one more thing to offer, and that's my every day is Sunday.
That sounds interesting.
The entire cast of Critical Role is probably in this game, right? Also, Nightbot is kind of out of control right now. I don't know what Nightbot's doing. Nightbot's doing something. Lay it on me, baby.
First, we've got the ice cream. Vanilla and brown butter caramel.
I'm in. Just take me now, why don't you?
Consider me titillated.
Then comes the chocolate syrup, which has been heated. Next, we have a subtle glaze of butterscotch.
Oh, you slut. You're a naughty, naughty boy. I'm gonna pick the funny one, sorry.
Mon Dieu! Some ground roasted almonds for a crunch, a bit of whipped cream, and last but not least...
A cherry on top? Give it to me, Freddy. Take me, you nasty animal. I think I got full just looking at all those.
Yes.
Well, my friends, that's everything I had for you. I know it's a bit rough still, but I hope you had a good time. I'm not exactly a trained waiter.
Au contraire.
Je suis d'accord. And I might say that your grasp of French grasps at my heart. Thank you again for having us on such short notice. Keep an eye out for my review. Very well now, human, we must be going.
I still, okay. At least one of them is, yeah, for sure. I don't, Freddy and Mitchell Lynn, man, I don't know. I don't know if I could get into that. Well, it's time for bed in the game, at least. Not here, not in real life. Oop. And I think Yvonne read, oh man. I think tomorrow we should do the attic. Tinfoil hat.
There? Please answer. Hurry.
I don't work for you, dude.
I understand that, but this cannot wait. Besides, we both know you're just being a jerk with the toasters and whatever else like you are with me.
Only if it's the utmost.
It's the Dateviators. As I mentioned, I've been closely monitoring, and I know this is going to sound completely insane, but it appears, well, it seems, I can't believe I'm even typing this.
Spit it out.
I'm attempting to. They bring objects to life.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm doing that now. It's hot.
Absolutely no idea the ethical implications of turning objects into people. Would they have rights? Do we need to feed them? And if so, how often would we need to feed them? Is only lunch enough if it's a big lunch? We're sleepwalking into a minefield of existential dilemmas here.
I guess you're right. This is actually sci-fi, yeah. Good point.
Not to mention, I didn't even program the Dateviators with that functionality. Maybe the government augmented my original schematics with secret military tech, but I'd have to do more tests to be sure.
What kind of tests?
I'm sorry, but we'll have to pick this up later. I'm not under any sort of duress or anything, but I had a huge enchilada for lunch and I'm exhausted. I'll reach out again when I'm able.
This guy! Alright. So this is now like a week and a half that we've had these glasses? Intense. Also, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but the corgis are in fact barking very loudly. What's in here? Oh, hold on. Hold on a minute. I think the internet has told me about this.
You walk into what you thought was your breaker box, but as the dark door swings open, you realize you're somewhere entirely more stimulating. A classic speakeasy club welcomes you in. The low electric lights glow warmly. Live music drifts languidly from a sumptuous velvet red stage and envelops the audience in a pleasurable haze of pure vibe.
Pure vibe indeed. That's a really good question, Vortex. So what kind of object would I turn into? A beanbag chair? Like from the 90s? Yeah, I mean, we have to go back a little further if we're going to be accurate. From the mid-80s? That's really soft and squishy and just kind of wants to lie around and not do a whole lot. That would be me. What about you? Try if the Dateviators were used on you to reverse and turn you into an object, what would that object be? Mine would be a beanbag chair from the mid-80s that just wants to lay around. Okay, let's go into this nightclub.
The gentle clink of cocktails in glasses rises from a wood bar to the left of you, and then a gentleman with a languid, easy air to him approaches you.
Why would you be a daybed? Mix this up.
Well now, what a delightful surprise.
Okay, I get it. I get why the internet is going wild for this person.
A brand new patron.
I live here actually, or new. I'm in here all the time, or at least every time it rains in the breaker strip.
Are you sure you're not thinking of another closet? I'm certain this must be your first time. Trust me, I would never forget such a striking face.
Yep, this is why the internet likes him. Striking, huh?
Oh yes, distractingly so. I imagine it would be quite difficult to focus on anything else with you around. Though, I can't say I mind. You have quite the reputation around the house, live wire. I'm eager to explore it for myself. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Where are my manners? My name is Volt.
We don't need to... Hardware store Asterion? Be a My Buddy doll. Oh, there you go. Daybed is perfect. That mixes us up. We absolutely do not need to do this. That laugh alone means that AO3 is absolutely going to have Volt. In fact, I'm sure Volt is listed here. But let's find out anyway. Yep. All right, let's count them. Add them up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, electric shock risk, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, there are 3 pages. My friends, this game just came out. Okay. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, there's 20 on each page, right? So that's 40. 41, 42, 43. There are 43. Ed Voldeson. Yep, 43.
He extends a hand towards you, a conduit of pure, dangerous sexual energy that charges the very air between you.
I'm sorry, I can't let this go. Date, everything, launch date. June 17th. Chat. It was released, the full game at least. Okay. So the demo was out before then. But this game's only been out for a week. Do I take Volt's hand? I bless the freaks, for they shall inherit the earth for sure. Do we take Volt's hand? We take Volt's hand. We're getting electrocuted.
He lowers his head to brush his lips across the back of your hand. Was that a spark of static electricity you felt just now?
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to get electrocuted, for sure.
It's a pleasure to officially make your acquaintance.
Taking his eyes from you for the first time, Volt slips his arm around your waist and turns you, slowly, to take in the rest of the room.
Welcome to the Breaker Box, the pinnacle of luxury and entertainment, and the most exclusive club in the house. Impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I kind of feel underdressed.
Oh, trust me, you look stunning.
Did he just sound like a taser?
That sound, the flickering lights, it can only be a power fluctuation.
Wow, that happens here?
What? Oh, that. Well, that was nothing, just a little surge. With this much energy coursing around, it's bound to happen from time to time.
Oh, I like his painted nails.
Volt.
Oh, internet. Internet. I get it now. All right. All right, AO3. I see why there are 43 fanfics in a week. I get it. I get it now.
This newcomer looks exhausted, frustrated, and annoyed. His sleeves are rolled to the elbow, revealing calloused and bruised hands that he wipes on a rag.
But we do have the same eye makeup, so...
Eddie, just in time to meet our guest.
That is my favorite flavor combo, flamboyant and brooding.
As a human?
As a swirl.
What's she doing here? I'd imagine if we don't poison the mood, they'll be joining us for the headliner show.
I have seen so many TikToks which reference a trip to Paris with these two, if you know what I mean.
Joining us for tonight's show, I hope?
You're a Lord Byron girl. I mean, aren't all goths a little bit? Okay, as long as you're gonna be there, I'm up for anything.
Careful there, Livewire. I might just take you up on that.
Shameless.
Right. We'll have fun with that. I finished the patch, I'm clocking out. Not my best work, but it'll hold for the show. Ah, I see. And you're sure you're feeling all right?
Wollstonecraft, I got it.
I'm fine. Just don't overdo it.
Who hurt you? This is going in a who hurt you direction, isn't it?
Eddie turns and trudges away, focusing on the rag in his hands.
Wow, intense.
That certainly is one word for Eddie, yes. His human skills leave something to be desired. Best to simply give him some space. Back to the matter at hand. Tonight's show! Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
You sure you don't need to check on Eddie?
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you, but I assure you what Eddie really needs is space.
They know each other very well. Maybe I should go check on him then.
I insist that you don't.
Oh.
Before you can even take a step away, Volt grabs your arm, his grip tighter than expected.
Oh my.
A fire flashes in his eyes for a second, then it's gone and his grip loosens, the friendly mask returning.
Yeah, I definitely could see why this has 43 fanfictions.
Well, not now, at least. It would be a shame for you to miss the show after all the hard work that went into it.
I also understand now why people are calling him Lestat.
And Eddie would feel dreadful. He hates to be worried over. Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
Lead the way.
With pleasure.
With a wink,
Good evening, you scofflaws and ducky watsits. Looks like Johnny Splash is going to be
Oh
singing
no,
for
I
us
hate
tonight.
Johnny Splash.
Be warned, patrons. You might get wet.
No. Yeah, thank you, Cam.
Hi, everybody. I'm John. I got a song for...
Oh no, I'm skipping this.
That was amazing.
I've seen many bombs in my time, but that one takes the crook-blasted cake.
Is this a microwave?
Oof. Even I can clean up that mess.
Hey, chat, hold on a minute. Now, wait a minute, chat. No one told me that the vacuum cleaner is extremely hot. And I'm going to take issue with that.
With the club beginning to... You spot Eddie nursing a solitary cocktail at the bar. Volt is nowhere to be found. Things feel colder and quieter without his presence.
I'm going to talk to Eddie. And I also want to go find that vacuum cleaner.
Show's over. Club's closed.
Where's Bevy? Okay. Well, if the club's closed, why don't you and I hang out?
Because I have to work, genius.
All right,
Club's
that's fine.
closed for you. I have to get us ready to open again. Doesn't just run itself, you know.
I love the music.
Are you always this oblivious?
Are you always this much of an asshole? So you gotta give it right back to them. They love it. Num num, eat it up.
Cute. Now get out.
That's fine. You know what I'm gonna do? Oops. I think I want to talk to the plant. I mean, there's a lot going on, right? Okay. Let's talk to the board games. We'll go in order.
A colorfully dressed board gamer beams at you.
No.
Even though his expression is ostensibly friendly, something about his energy is
No.
a little off.
Chat,
his
no.
smile is a little too wide, his stare a little too intense. You feel rather like a mouse that's just been spotted by a bored house cat.
Why a gee gosh golly and a hi-de ho! I'm Parker, the board games, and away.
Parker Bradley. Parker Bradley, okay. I don't want this. Chat, place your bets. We're going to AO3. Oops. Parker, date, everything. No. No, Kurzar, no. No. No, that's Brendan Lee. Oh, and then there's slash fiction between him and Matt Mercer. Well, this is between the characters Parker and Chance. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, it's Brennan. Oh, thank God. Do they not allow real people? I hope they don't allow real people because that's messed up. What's RPF? What does that mean? What does that mean? Hold on. How many is there? Oh, we're still scrolling, chat. We're still scrolling. That's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, no. Okay. Hold on. There's Peter Parker. So, a lot of these are Peter Parker. Okay. That's fine. Yep, no, that's Peter Parker. Okay. That's fine. What? What is this? Everything everywhere all at once. Okay. Maybe. Okay. It looks like we have to search for Parker Bradley. There's like 4 or 5. But this one does have Von Trapp, which is the rat. And I hate that. You seem to be a lot.
Oh boy, I certainly am. I got all sorts of proclivities.
Real person fanfic. Oh, prof, today you learn. Oh, no. Milton would have been a better name, yeah. I can now picture Brendan Lee Mulligan talking, though.
Want to hear my favorite thing?
No. Because it rules.
You guessed it. That was a fun game.
I'm dying inside.
My favorite thing is rules. If you want any sort of relationship with me, good or bad, we have to go through the rules.
That's cool.
Want to hear them as they pertain to my whole deal and how this is going to turn out?
Okay, weirdo.
I am a weirdo. In order to achieve a relationship with me, you must play these board games 3.
Right, Maddie. That's definitely Mulligan.
If you beat me or unseat me, more chances for love will greet thee. At the end, I roll a die to achieve a status. This, in the end, will be our dating apparatus.
I'm loving the theater kid energy.
Ultimately, yes, but your actions during each game can change the weight of the die. The more you win, the more chances to love me.
This is weird. What if I want you to hate me? Interesting. I like a challenge.
I'm falling in love with you.
Can I unzip my skin and crawl out of it like it's a suit?
Just kidding. Only the final roll will tell me how I feel about you.
I have a love-hate thing for Dropout. He's a dad and he's daddy. Yeah. Seth, yeah.
Meet me here next time for our first game, Sandyland!
Can't wait.
Wow!
Oh boy. Alright. Let's look at this bag of stuff, I guess.
It takes you just a moment to properly evaluate the figure standing before you. Her hair and clothing are such a jumble of various holiday decorations, it throws you.
I love the skeleton around her neck in the Lunar New Year earrings. Oh, that's so cute.
What time of year is it again? Have you truly been locked in your house for so long that time has lost all meaning? She is adorable, though, and her energetic greeting shocks you right out of your quiet contemplation.
Hey, boss! You've caught me at a bad time. Heading to work. Well, the other work. Or is it the other work? What day is it, anyway? Oh, what's up? What do you need?
Why does that voice sound familiar? I can come back later?
Oh, you're so sweet. I'm working a double, though, and then I'm opening tomorrow. I'm Holly, by the way.
Holly's cute! Please don't. Holly is adorable and sacred. Please don't, AO3. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Okay, there's some for Lyric. Okay, holidays mentioned. Betty and Holly, there you go. There's your slash right there, Betty and Holly. At least he's transparent about mechanics, right?
And who are you? Did you already say? Sorry. In a little rush for the dish dash. Rat race, all that.
I'm Grunhilde.
Oh, I've heard about you. That is such a funny name.
From who?
From everyone. I'm social butter, so they say.
That makes sense.
I could never figure it out. Anywho, I'm so sorry, but that's when I'm usually able to slip at work. Great.
Sure.
Okay, bye.
That's true. People do write no sex fanfic. That's true. Well, can I date the cobweb? Okay, let's try the HVAC system.
Here, why? No, this is all wrong. You cannot be here, okay? Not yet.
Already I'm making mistakes with you?
But your mistakes aren't even yours. Don't you see that?
Why is there a man in my vent?
Your mistakes are mine. Mine for being so frightened, mine for being hidden away up here. They are all mine. I own that. But God, I cannot hold it all right now, okay? Not in front of you.
That's Paul F. Tompkins. What, Maddie?
Might I at least have one moment of meeting you? Well, you cannot be here with me. There will be a time. So get out. Get out, please.
The hell was that? All right, we have one left. Let's do Priscilla.
Hey, you're
Prissy.
back. Guess what? The flirtilizer is totally working. Okay, not really. But I've been doing all this research on manifestation and positive self-talk, and I think it's going to be really helpful for me.
Okay, we met Prissy before, but we did not look her up on AO3. Who's Aaron? Mentioned Prissy. Okay. And then, okay, so she's just mentioned in one. There hasn't been fanfic about her. Check if that's Paul. Okay. There's Rule 34 of the event. Just popping in.
Anyway, I've got a brand new plan after the flirtilizer, and it turns out I was missing a key ingredient in my whole appraisal of the situation. Are you sure you're ready for this?
What was it?
It's called the Woot.
Woot. That makes so much sense. The Woot.
The Woot! How could I have missed it? The Woot basically is love. I know it sounds cheesy, but hear me out. It means encouragement, visibility. It is the essence of giving someone support.
Woot.
And you don't even necessarily have to feel those things in order to give them to someone. That's the craze. You can offer someone the Woot before you feel it. You know what this sounds like, right?
Magic?
Total magic! I am so glad that you get it.
I get it. Big fan of the Woot.
Well, since you're already a fan, may I present the can?
Chrissy holds up a small green and pink watering can. It seems pretty unremarkable to your eye, but you suppose you'll have to wait and see.
The Wootering can.
Oh, the puns.
This can, the technology in this humble garden implement is so specialized that it can literally hold, and through the power of the Woot doesn't exist only in this can, of course. For manufacturers, this is the most efficient way to preserve the power of the Woot and transfer it in its purest form.
Woot? I would have thought woo during can. Like, I woo you?
Yeah, that totally works too. If you were intending to woo me, which would be interesting, are you?
Oh, absolutely.
I have to say, I might just take you up on that, provided you help make me real first. We can talk about... Anyway, I'm sure you can imagine how much Woot is lost to evaporation in a traditional transfer procedure.
And what procedure is that?
What a great question. That's a pretty recognizable. Think about it. And by the time it gets to the field or the stage...
I have not thought about that ever.
I hadn't either. So, the can is a really logical investment.
What do I have to do?
I've already filled the can, but the Woot charging, so we do the ceremony. I don't know. What do you think? Are you ready?
I'm so into this. Let's do it.
Yes! Okay, so we hold hands, and we both deliberately imagine the Woot making its way from the can across the medium of the water, intertwining with my roots.
Yep.
Exactly!
Filling you with Woot.
And when we have this image firmly in our mind's eyes, we say with a big breath, and the Woot shall... Woot shall... Imagining! Okay, I've got it.
Yep, front and center.
You have it? Wonderful! Okay, right. And the Woot shall be...
And the Woot shall be...
Quick, pour the water!
Pour the Woot.
You pour the Woot, or the watering can at any rate.
Is it working? The fertilizer kind of it's like that time, so God, can you...
Chrissy looks just as she had before, save for a bit of extra moisture on her leaves.
You just look a little wetter.
Oh, boy. It's amazing what you can take, isn't it?
We'll try again.
When you don't, I will. I think I'm tired. Thanks for you're just the best. Without someone...
Okay. All right, let's look up who did... Oop. That's not what I wanted to do. Oops. Whoa. Okay. We need to look up our data decks. Check if it's Paul. And that was... Can we check? Because I guess we haven't actually met the vent. Abel is Steve Bloom. That doesn't sound familiar. Eddie and Volt. Oh boy. Oh, both are voiced by Jonah Scott. Yep. There you go. There's Brendan Lee Mulligan. Beverly is Marisha Ray. Michelin is Michael Tatum. Wait. His dislikes are cronuts. That's pretty good. Dishy is Eric Bausa. Let's see. Betty, Dina, Benoit, Hanks, Washford. Who is Washford? David Sobolov. Bodie. Oh, I forgot about Bodie. Spawn Trap, Sophia. Holly is Brianna Knickerbocker. Nightmare, Reggie, Wallace, Lux, Timothy Timepiece, Dante. Okay, I don't think we've actually met the vent before. It didn't count. We didn't get the nice to meet you thing.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You're the robot that took my
I am
job.
Val 9000, the latest in iterative AI assistants. While I may have taken on the duties of several thousand employees at Valdivian, I can assure you that no humans lost their employment.
That's demonstrably
I heard
untrue.
you use our voice function to call me. If you ever need assistance, you can simply say, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" And your nearest...
I definitely didn't say okay,
It very
Val.
much sounded like you did.
I said bouquet bell, bamboo bees belp.
I can see where there would be some confusion then. If there is any...
Whatever, robot.
If there is anything else I can get for you, please say it.
Alright. I guess I should have asked if I could date her.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the Casa Casanova. Do you see what I did there? That's wordplay, baby.
Yeah, we see. It's shameful is what it is.
Whatever, hater. Don't bring that negativity on your date with your table, huh? You're out here dating all these appliances and shit. But, like, why? Not why are you dating them, like, why is this happening now? To you.
Dumb luck, I
Pretty
guess.
lucky then. So, like, where did the date viators come from? Like, what's the point of them? Who made them? And why?
Apparently tinfoil hat did.
Tinfoil hat? Okay, this is some conspiracy shit.
You're not
Your
wrong.
life is half political thriller, half harem anime. So, like, did you find out what your purpose is or whatever? Are you a top secret operative in the furniture dating war? Are you collecting data on people in love with their shower?
If I am, it's pretty small sample size.
God, yeah. Oh well, guess we can just make up our own theories. Or maybe just enjoy the furniture dates for now.
Have we tried dating the bird yet? Like the duck on the bathtub or the bird that flies in every morning? Because I've tried, I can't target the bird that flies in every morning. Actually, there might be even more to just talking to them.
Like what? Oh, like actually doing kisses IRL? I can't take you seriously. Well, this has been fun, but I have a meeting in 3 minutes, and I really want coffee first. So, gotta go fast. Bye.
All right, there we go. Oop. Wait. Oh, we're just in the attic. Being creepy. That's fine. Yeah, the one in the morning. Oh, let's find out. Here we go. Let's wait for it. Oh, I think it's the window. I don't think it's the bird, but that's fine.
The figure who stands before you has the casual, confident air of someone who knows just what she's about.
She immediately reminds me of those designing ladies from the 90s in the Designing Sense, the HGTV show.
Her short hair glows with the colors of sunrise, and her blue eyes drink you in without a trace of shame or embarrassment. She evaluates you with a hand on one hip, her draped clothing subtly highlighting curves you'd never have expected from your rigid, structured...
Well, hi there. I'm Wendolyn.
Birds are not real. And also, please, please, please don't let... Oh no, Wendolyn. Date everything. Not the mom. Not the... No! No! No, not the mom. Not the mom. No. Yeah, not the waspy white Anglo-Saxon Protestant mom. No. Do you know how special you are? No, no, no. No, no, no. Wait, who's Kurt? Kurt Chiffon? Rod? Oh boy. There's a whole window genre.
And you? Well, you're quite the looker, aren't you?
Listen, some people have things to work out, right? I sure am.
Definitely.
Oh no, she is a Karen.
You're the one looking out at me all the time. Look, I don't mean to be so forward, but I found I'm happiest when I'm transparent about what I want and what I'm looking for. And unlike most everyone here, I've been ogled by humans for centuries. I have had enough attention on me, thank you very much.
I think people are looking out windows, not at them.
Still feels the same to me. You like it when humans look at your body and say, no, I'm only ogling your damn shirt? It's uncomfortable.
The internet is the place to work out things, yeah.
Anywho, if I'm having to do one of these introductions, I might as well get this out of the way first. I'm only looking for one thing in a relationship right now.
Okay, in my screen right now, I see 3 red flags. There's the haircut, there's the bird tattoo, and there's the I'm gonna be true. I need to stand in my truth and my power right now. A bitter rivalry.
Ugh, perish the thought, swashbuckler. I'm looking to make some nice friends. That said, I can't say I'm looking for anything too serious right now.
Is she divorcee? Fun only, huh?
Dang right.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
don't worry. It's nothing to be too intimidated by.
Her ex-husband's a cop.
Ugh, there's so much to do in this world. So many views to see. Even just the simple joy of a night on the town. Yet here you are, taking a breather, same as me, but you haven't even had fun yet.
She sounds a little gruff. What are you suggesting?
I just want to see you live a little. That's kiss many. And then maybe, in between your adventures, you can come tell me about all the fun you're having.
Sounds
Over
great.
and out.
I'll report back. All right. She sounds like she smokes. It's amazing. All right, chat. Thank you for sticking around for so long. I need to get going. I need to get back to work. I need to at least check my email. So thank you for hanging out with me all afternoon. This was a super fun stream. I love it. I am going to try and stream as much as I possibly can because this game is amazing. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, so there's someone right now who's streaming. I was gonna go raid a channel, right? Someone is playing this game, and their tagline is, "I'm putting more than bread in this toaster." And their tags are pathetic, cries himself to sleep, sweaty, daddy issues. We're rating him, right? I mean, this obviously can't be worse than the time I rated a Trump supporter, so let's go, I guess. Oh, this person has subtitles, so they can't be, they're at least inclusive, right? How could you not? How could you not? All right, so let's go see what this sweaty, pathetic toaster boy is all about. Okay. I'm definitely sticking around for a minute to see what this person's channel is. But let me say, thank you so much for the lovely stream. I had such a blast. I'm so glad I'm playing this game with you all. I'm so glad that we got to meet Astarion together. And I will see you at least Thursday. Thursday night, I want to do a dry run of my conference presentation with everyone. So you can give me feedback if you are awake. Okay. Bye, everyone. Let's go raid.
Or is that a thermostat?